What up, everybody? It's your boy Reggie Casual, and today we are talking fast fashion. And not just any fast fashion, mind you, we're talking Fashion Nova and how they effed up everything. That's next. Let's get it. Little bit of background info. Fashion Nova was started in 2006 by Richard Saghian. Saghian? He's Iranian American, forgive the pronunciation. Based in Los Angeles, Fashion Nova was first a boutique whose main selling point was inexpensive clubwear attire with a focus on curvy body types, which just so happens to be my favorite kind, because whose isn't? However, in 2013, Richard noticed websites were selling the same stuff he was selling at higher prices. So he got some models, mostly his own customers at first. They shared the goods on Instagram, and before Fashion Nova even launched, it had 60,000 followers. When the official website launched in the same year, it sold out of everything in a weekend. Cash. After making more capital, Fashion Nova started endorsing celebs like Kylie Jenner and Cardi B, and long story short, and through some savvy influencer marketing, Nova would amass over 19 million followers across their Instagram accounts, while at the same time becoming one of the most searched brands in the world in short order. In like 5 years, which is insane. I mean, you gotta admit, that's pretty impressive for a label that's named Nova. After stars, of course, but the real meaning is actually new in Latin. And the irony of it all, the sweet irony of it all, is that there's nothing new about what they sell. And this is where things get dicey. Besides the fact that it mainly deals in wares that are rips off trendy labels, if you're savvy enough, or like myself, hail from the great state of California and have lived in Los Angeles, you would know you could pick up nearly all the Nova styles at the glorious Santee Alley, and more specifically, the great LA Callejones. Just saying, it's all there. Probably cheaper. And no matter what you think it looks like on the buy page, chances are you don't look like this, or this, or this, or even this. So yeah, it's not gonna look like that on you. And if you do happen to look like one of these angel-like vessels, it's likely you don't have to wear Fashion Nova because you're probably modeling on Instagram, telling us which new probiotic to drink, and using that sponsor money to buy something better than Fashion Nova. And admittedly, Fashion Nova does provide the dopest styles of our time for the low. However, it doesn't come without its share of criticism. For instance, the Better Business Bureau logged in 8,272 complaints against Fashion Nova in the last 3 years, and 4,857 in the last 12 months. 2,909 were delivery issues, and a whopping 4,722 were complaints about a product and or service. Compare that to a much larger company like, say, Nike, who's only had 406 complaints in the last 3 years. That is a problem. Basically, what that means is by the time you finally get what you pay for, if ever, the quality of the product is questionable, to say the least. Not saying it ain't convenient, but it's just as likely to be trash. And let us mention the tomfoolery that is just ripping archival designs and naming them after Kardashians like they aren't working together in secret. Then getting caught and changing it up like,
oh. Sorry, officer, I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Quite simply, Fashion Nova effed up everything because it pulled on the heartstrings of people by offering up the most forward styles of our time, force-feeding it to us with a massive amount of influencer marketing and high-profile endorsements, and fooling us by reinforcing the idea that, hey, if you want to look like these specimens that look like they were chiseled out of marble stone, then buy our cheaply made duds that fast fashion has always spouted. But in Fashion Nova's case, the clothes may or may not reach your address. I mean, it might, but it might not. Most likely not. Unless we forget that they make the return process incredibly difficult. So don't even think about getting that refund that you want so bad. At most, you get that store credit though, so you can go ahead and buy some more trash. But on the flip side, and on a more positive note, Fashion Nova has broken the traditional rules of the fashion industry and emblazoned a path for the future of online sales. It was instrumental in ripping up the handbook that big labels like Gucci, Louis, Prada, and even Supreme have counted on for years. The idea that people want limited or designer stuff. That's not entirely true. People just want to look good and fashion forward for the low. The fact remains, however, that Fashion Nova is also responsible for lowering the standards of a swath of fashion enthusiasts, mainly because the options are slim and Fashion Nova is the most convenient. Not unlike a 7-Eleven. Everything you need is in one spot, even if the quality is questionable. But at least with Fashion Nova, they're likely to have garments that fit a more diverse group of people, particularly in the case of women. And Fashion Nova is making boatloads of cash right now because of that. So who am I to criticize? Well, just because they are making capital doesn't mean that the products they peddle out are flawless, because obviously they are not. You do get what you pay for. Thing is, Fashion Nova's business model is easily duplicated. Just make clothes for a wider range of individuals at fair prices and celebrate those individuals. That's like the key component to all of this. It's like I'm saying, no, nobody wants to make quality bubble booty jeans and dresses, bruh, for a good price. Nobody? I'm not talking about jeans for ladies with curves, and then when I see the model, you got Katie with the wide hips. I'm talking bubble booty jeans. You seen Instagram, all the girls doing the booty exercises. They need some jeans for them booty exercises. All that money just sitting on the table. I know I'm saying it a lot, but it's a damn shame that you guys ain't celebrating that. I celebrate it all the time. And that's the take, but it doesn't end there. So let your thoughts on Fashion Nova go crazy, go stupid in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and follow your boy on Instagram at ReggieCasual and The Casual Official at thecasual.co. そしてまだやっていないなら subscribe を忘れないように. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, keep it locked right here for all of your info on international street fashion and culture. From Tokyo, it's your boy, and keep it casual. よろしくお願いします. And I'll see you guys in a minute.